So I will tell you from the get-go that one of the things we're going to do is we have meetings, and we're trying to put together programs and services, and I'm trying to listen, and that's why I came today. I spent the evening with Bob Cusimano and talking to him about the standards and where we're going to proceed with that and how we're going to move forward with that and what he can continue to do for us. And then I drove up I drove through the middle of the state. I got to drive up A1A down in Fort Lauderdale. I've never done that before. Wow. I hope you guys are painting some of those homes. Let's go get you some work over there, right? So I'm happy to have been here, and then when they told me you're having this meeting, I thought, you know what, let me drive up and spend some time with you. This is your organization. This is your association, and I'm a membership guy from the get-go, which means we need to be reflective of the things that you want to do. And you have to tell us. And we're going to try to be better at that. We're going to try to be better at listening, and you're going to see me maybe once in a while. And if you do see me, you're welcome to grab me and chew my ear and tell me what it is that we should be doing for you. I will tell you, though, this is one of the things we should be doing for you. And a big thank you to Seal Creek for hosting us. Thank you for lunch. I got it about 35 minutes late, but it was still warm and delicious. I appreciate that. I just found out the headquarters is in St. Louis, so I'm going to be making a visit, and I'll tell you what, next time you're up there, I'll take you to lunch. How about that?
All right. I like that idea.
But this is what PDCA... Exactly. You pick the place. I've only been there 8 months, so you pick the place. We'll go.
Tony's, there you go.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to hold you to it.
You bet.
But this is one of the things that we should be doing is we should be having activities. We should be working with, this is symbiotic. This is great for Seal Creek. Now they have, they've introduced their product to a lot of people that maybe didn't know about it before. Maybe you don't call this, but we got our hands dirty. Can I say that? I'm an accountant. I sit at a desk all day. I got my hands dirty, okay? But, you got into it. You found out how the product was. That's great for them. And now maybe you have an additional service that you can promote through your business. So that's what we're going to try to do is promote some of these relationships with our national associates. We have about 60. It's my understanding, a little research, there are 1,500 companies that produce paint-related items, and it's my goal to get from 60 to maybe 1,000 or 1,200 of those. But at meetings like this, you get to network with each other, you get to find what each other's doing and how did it help me, and ask questions and find out how something can help you. You are the heart and soul of PDCA, and we're dog-determined at the national level. Whenever I have to recognize that and to keep that our main focus, occasionally we have meetings. And literally, I hire meeting planners. And I have an accountant on staff, and everybody has run meetings. And I have to remind them in a meeting. They'll roll out a project, and at the end of the meeting, I say, okay, now let's analyze this. I am painter. What does that really mean? And you know what? It changes. Because we need to remember that you folks, this is what you do. And we do meeting planning. We'll help you with that. But this is what you do. Learn about products, deliver products, find customers, deliver quality service. And we're committed to helping you all be successful. Again, I'm happy to be here in Florida because I left, it was 18 degrees at the airport. And I wore my sweater vest, and I'm sweating, and I got an invitation to come back in June. I will be back. So let me give you an invitation too. One is the easy one. The National Convention is in Orlando in 2011. It's the February 28th, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of 2011. That's the easy invitation. A little more difficult, but maybe just as fun is if you're not doing anything on Super Bowl Sunday, I'll invite you to our National Convention in Phoenix.
I'll be there.
Okay. One of our national sponsors has stepped up to participate in that. Sherwin-Williams has a great party at the National Convention. And by the way, thank you to Sherwin-Williams. They are a national supporter at the highest level. It used to be called Tier 1. We're changing that to a champion. So you're first to hear that Sherwin-Williams is a PDCA champion. They support us at the highest level, and we're very, very appreciative of all they do for us. And we've got a plan actually to give them a little bit more visibility over the next year for the stuff that they do. But go out there, tell your peers, we want to grow, but tell your peers that these are the type of meetings that are going to help them help their business, especially in down times. And it's real easy not to write that PDCA check when times are tough. But this is what you get for it. And if this group next year, you could host them again and make this an annual thing, it would be twice as big, would be great for the industry, it'd be great for you, it'd be great for you folks. And that's what we're going to try to do, is we're going to try to let contractors know that this is the organization you need to belong to. If you want to be better, you want to grow your business, you want to be better at the quality that you give your customers, PDCA is the place to get that information. And we are an education group. We're going to continue to do that. We're going to concentrate on that. You mentioned the credits, Judy, that they get today. How many of you know, actually, where did, was it Rob, where did he go? Is that you? Mm-hmm. You mentioned this extra work that you got done this year. Because you increased you broadened your services that you offer.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if you picked that up from a PDCA meeting or whatever, but you probably saw somebody else doing it, and that's something that you could do. And I'd throw back to you, if that really helps you, and the information you got here today, we do ask you for a check. I don't know what your dues are here, but about $500. And you know what? That's $500 on education that will make you better. It truly is money well spent. I read an article long ago that said, for every dollar you put in education, in your career you get back $50 for that dollar. And that means if you commit to PDCA, you might not get it back in a year, but you get 50 times that. It's $25K. And if you join, you got a $25K job, maybe it's in 1 year, but maybe it's not the first year, maybe it's the camaraderie and the networking and the broader scope of people that understand what you do and the marketing tips you get from us. But we're an organization that is in business to do one thing, help you be a better contractor. And we're going to do our darndest to do that over the course of the next year, at least, and then years into the future while I leave this organization. So thank you for letting me be here. Go out there and recruit. I think you've got, I'm not going to point any fingers, but you've got a couple of non-members here, but Gary tells me he was involved before, and we're glad to have him back. At some point, one of you want to take his arm and say, hey, you need to join up, okay? He's here because he knows what you get. He knows there's value to coming to PDCA meetings. And keep coming, stay active, and I'm looking forward to taking some of these pictures back to St. Louis, and maybe we'll do something in our newsletter, and that'll give me an in to the corporate office over there in Clayton. St. Clayton, isn't it? Yeah. Now, let me close with this, though. The photograph didn't come out.
Let's do it again real quick.
So what I thought we'd do is, unless you have anything more to add.
We can do it right here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we've got a bunch of Seal Creek props right behind you. So if everybody would, thank you for letting me come and take a minute or two. And again, thank you, Seal Creek, for letting PDCA be here.
Where's Dave Brown at? Dave Brown, he's got
Just picking them up together. I just